Are you some sort of sovereign citizen or something?
No, sir, I do not work for the police.
All right, here we are. The old Dade City Courthouse trespass appeal hearing. I got a lot of material to bring in. Let's see what happens.
Good morning, John.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Did you say my name?
Yes, you came over here the other day.
Oh, hi.
Good morning.
Before you this morning, we have one trespass appeal. It's TW 23001, the appellant Mr. John Filax. I'm handing him for the record. A copy of all exhibits, and the hearing officer summary is also provided to him yesterday via email. This involves a trespass from the landlady tax collector's office. And just as a couple of preliminary matters before we start the hearing, I know I received a number of questions from the appellant as well as from other individuals regarding the video recording of the hearing. I do research that all of the legal hearings are subject to the Sunshine Law, the Attorney General opinion on that 1015, and there's some case law on that as well. And essentially, it's allowed so long as it's not disruptive or distracting, which there hasn't been any problem this morning. I don't expect any problem, but I just want that on the record. Also, this is an appeal that was received by the county on June 15th of 2023. The ordinance that governs these appeal hearings, 66-159, does require that the hearing be held within 30 days, which we are past. This hearing was originally set for June 26th. To be able to comply with that, the appellant himself requested a continuance, but the ordinance is very clear that it needs to be within 30 days. So I just want that on the record that, that the appellant did waive that 30-day requirement. That was via email, so if any evidence of that is needed, then we have that. So getting into the hearing, the ordinance does allow both sides to give an opening statement. The county would waive that and rely on the hearing officer summary that was submitted. However, I don't know if the appellant wishes to give an opening.
Yes, sir. Say again?
She'll minister to you.
Everyone who intends to testify, please stand and raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth under penalty or perjury?
I do.
Ms. Filax, go ahead.
Opening statement. I'm a civil rights activist, and the First Amendment's paramount to that, especially free press, because as long as we're doing it in a peaceful manner, like I am now, it shouldn't be a problem with government agencies that we fund. There's a lot of case law that defends the right to record public officials in the course of their duties. And a lot of this language in here is it's like stretched and woven so that it fits a specific narrative. I don't know if I go into the evidence now or no.
Not specifically.
Okay, not
Just a
specifically.
general idea of your position.
So,
when you say this, what are you referring to? The language, the specific languages?
I mean, just right in your hearing, right in your hearing
Just want to
here.
make sure that I'm following along,
Like, says, observe the appellant video recording within their office. Now they're saying the word office as if the entire building is an office. We were never in any office. We were in a public lobby. So things like that.
So you mean the actual hearing?
I'm sorry?
When you refer to the document, you're talking about the warning, the trespass.
Trespass warning. Well, this is in his summary for hearing officer. He gave this to you. Just right there, and then you have documents have been changed and revised since I was trespassed. Signs from the door have been removed and replaced. And I have several video clips of contradicting statements from Mr. Couette, and I believe this gentleman too, if he cares to testify. I have him on video telling another one of us civil rights activists that he doesn't mind if he records in there. Yet Mr. Couette has trespassed us, him and I, he wasn't recording, I was, but he trespassed us both for recording. So it's very jumbled. They're using us as guinea pigs to figure out how to keep specific people they don't want in the public lobby. And they're using the DPPA and irrelevant case law to prove that case. I don't know how much detail you want me to go into.
I just want a general.
That's generally the gist of it. Him and I went there to drop off a complaint, a notice of intent to sue. I was there to file my power of attorney so I can do my mother's DMV business there, and he was also there to file public records requests. We went in, the very nice lady said, we asked her to see Timothy Couette, this gentleman here, and she said, sure, just wait. So the whole exchange would have been him coming out, we hand him papers, he goes back in and we leave. Instead, he stayed in the back for almost a half hour. Nobody would tell us what's going on. And the 5 sheriff's deputies show up front, and he goes out the back and all the way around to the police. So we meet him out there, hand him the paperwork, which is all you had to do in the first place, and trespass us. Not once. One trespass was rescinded, and then they amended the trespass, which Mr. Boundy says cured the procedural defect of the first rescinded trespass.
Mr. Mayor, I'm going to object. It's opening statement. It's nothing more argument. It's supposed to be an opening statement.
I don't really know the procedure, so.
That's fine.
Okay. That's what I got for an opening statement.
Okay. Well, the county will go first presenting their case. You'll have a chance to cross-examine any witnesses that they call.
Okay.
And once they rest, you will be able to put on your case, submit evidence, call witnesses.
Thank you.
Just a couple of exhibits I want to put into the record. These have all been provided to the appellant beforehand. The first is been pre-marked. It's Exhibit A, and just a copy of the ordinance that governs public trespass and trespass appeals. It's Chapter 66, Article 6, Trespass Warnings from Public Property. That can be introduced as Exhibit 1.
You said all of these have been provided to the...
Yes, sir. Also inadvertently in there is, it's been pre-marked Exhibit B. We would ask to move that into evidence as Exhibit 2. It's the appeal filed by Mr. Filax with the county attorney on June 5th of this year.
You have any objections to any of these being entered as evidence?
What would be the relevancy of the trespass appeal that I wrote to be in the evidence?
It's our whole basis for being here.
Okay. I agree then.
This being admitted as county's EAP.
And I have pre-marked as Exhibit C. It's a letter that was sent off to Mr. Filax on advising him that the original trespass warning that was issued on May 30th, that the county attorney would not defend in an appeal. And I would ask that that be introduced as Exhibit 3.
So the record's clear, changing these to counties 1 and 2, so they don't conflict with the pre-marked exhibit number that you have on there for the packet purposes.
And I have pre-marked Exhibit D, the trespass that was filed by the appellant with my office on June 15th of this year. That's the actual appeal petition that we are here for the hearing today. And that would come in as County's Exhibit 4.
Your exhibit 3 will be exhibit, C will be admitted as 3. This will be admitted as count as 4.
And then finally, I pre-marked as Exhibit E, just the notice of hearing that was mailed and emailed to the appellant for today's hearing.
This will be admitted as count as 5.
And the county would at this time call its first witness, which is Mr. Jerry Hunter, who's previously been sworn, and we would just ask if the witnesses can sit in the witness box.
Alrighty then, so there is part 1 of my trespass hearing. This is Samuel Bounty, the assistant county attorney. He's calling up Jerry Hunter, which will be the start of the next video. This is the guy who Hillsborough County Cop Watch had a run-in with, and who, when I cross-examined him, he got real cocky and told a bunch of lies right there on the stand, even though it's under the penalty of perjury. How often does that happen in a trespass hearing, appeal hearing? Anyway, thanks for watching part 1 of my trespass appeal hearing. It only gets better, and there's a lot of footage, so I hope you liked it. In the meantime, peace and tranquility and John's coin rings, and consider joining. You would have saw this already if you joined. All right, everybody, peace. Bye.